¿por aquí? No veo. Aquí. Aquí, ¿verdad? Aquí. Bastante gracia.
I have more important things to do than chat.
Pero entonces, ¿cómo hablo con toda la gente? Que me faltan gente.
All these
No puedo
doors.
entrar por ahí, ¿no?
All these doors.
Por la ventana, entra por la ventana. Que no sirve. Pairo, ayuda. Me han secuestrado.
Monsieur Poirot. And that is everything I have discovered so far.
We progress, mademoiselle. Let us see what we can learn.
A ver. Ah, pues no me dice nada.
Can we use the ham radio to help the investigation?
Oh, but certainement. This is a marvelous stroke of luck. Too often the coincidences, they help the criminal. What a refreshing change to have one that will aid Poirot. I have no friend, Monsieur Louis.
Pero ¿cómo arreglo
His
esa radio?
son Barnabas is a boy of much energy and interests. One of these is the radio of Ham, as his proud father reports in a recent correspondence. Young Barnaby can be our eyes and ears in the outside world. His letters to call are there in my valise in the letter from his father. Use the radio of Ham to find out more from him about our current predicament. Oh, he is an invaluable asset, mademoiselle. Do not forget to secure his letters, or you will not have the information needed to reach young Barnaby.
Los guantes, ¿los veis?
This book of Masterman's reveals more than he knows.
Love's Captive by the inestimable Mrs. Arabella Richardson, yes. And what does it reveal to you?
He was in the military.
Most men of a certain age fought in the war, mademoiselle. Even Poirot. Still, it is worth pursuing. Well done.
Yo creo que está fingiendo. Este hombre no está,
This
no le duele la
driving
pierna.
license
Ya
indicates
secuestrado,
Pasquarelli has been a
Pero
chauffeur.
guantes.
A not unnatural profession for a man who loves the motor cars.
Hildegard Schmidt's recipe box is suggestive.
You remember at dinner how she was most opinionated with the waiter while studying the menu? And the label on the box, it is interesting as well. My lady's recipes. Now that suggests that she is accustomed to cooking for her employers. Not a duty one attaches to the lady's maid, n'est-ce pas?
Mary Debenham's handkerchief does not match the one found next door.
No, despite the middle name of Hermione beginning with an H, I did not think that the expensive handkerchief would belong to her. No, the handkerchief of Mademoiselle Debenham is precisely the type one might expect to find in the luggage of a young Englishwoman of her class.
The postcard I found in Greta Olsen's suitcase tells a story.
This card, it speaks to Poirot in many ways. Coney Island is, I think, on the Long Island of New York in America. A country she claims not to have visited. Mademoiselle Olsen does not send the postcard to Sweden as she perhaps intended, but saves it as a keepsake for herself. It is not a happy memory, this. A last brief moment in the sun for a family soon to be swept away by the storm.
Bueno, sí, se lo digo.
The scarlet kimono turns up in my luggage. I swear to you it does not belong to me.
Oh, mademoiselle, I have no doubt of that. You have vigorously pursued its owner's identity. No. It is a defiance, you understand? It is a gauntlet thrown down. Very well. We take it up.
The handkerchief with the H belongs to the princess.
I confess I should have remembered that in the Cyrillic alphabet, Arch is written as N. And she has a strong motive to want Ratchet dead. But are we meant to believe that this elderly woman prances about in the scarlet silk kimono? Or could strike with such ferocity?
Schmidt is accustomed to cooking for her employers, as we suspected.
And her mistake in how long she has been in the employ of the princess is remarkable. A difference 1/3 less than her mistress claims. 10 years. We must look deeper into this. What course do you suggest?
I will ask the Countess the name of the Armstrong cook.
The Countess has lied to us most shamelessly already, I'm afraid, mademoiselle. No, I think young Barnaby could better serve us here.
Foscarelli was the Armstrong chauffeur.
It was a deduction most simple.
Masterman was Colonel Armstrong's valet.
And he's Batman during the war.
Greta Olsen was Daisy Armstrong's
Todo el mundo
nurse.
era algo de lo
This
astro.
may explain the zeal with which she cares for her young charges at her mission, and why she never had any children of her own.
The nursemaid Suzanne, who threw herself to her death, was French.
Wait, to know her full name might be instructive.
The Armstrong nurse was named New Daughter.
An odd name, that. What nationality do you think?
Slavic or Scandinavian?
Well, perhaps. I think that the Countess has the most fanciful mind and is quite adept at the word games. She is playing them now. Noi Daughter sounds, I think, only by coincidence, vaguely Scandinavian. Olsen is, of course, authentic Scandinavian.
New Daughter. New Daughter. Olsen. Old Son.
It is not yet fact, but it is worth pursuing.
Helena Gilbert's governess was an old hag named Freebody.
What an unfortunate name for an old hag is Freebody. It is more apt a name for the generation of flippers.
Flappers. The fast young women were called flappers in America. Thank goodness skirts are finally lengthening again.
As you say. I wonder if during your time at university in England you had occasion to patronize the clothing shops for the fashionable woman in London.
No, Monsieur Poirot, not on a student's budget.
There is such a shop near my own tailor called Debenham and Freebody, and the description the Countess gives to you is as far from the attractive young woman Mary Debenham as one could hope to get.
The Countess recognized no one on the train.
Including Madame la Princesse, her sister's godmother? Monsieur McQueen she may also have seen, but he has grown much, of course, and the appearance changes.
A la princesa.
But a woman of the advanced years of the princess does not change so much, I think. No, I find this lack of recognition the most damning point against the Countess in all of her evasions and lies. So you see now why the Countess's failure to recognize anyone grows beyond suspicious.
Perhaps she is nearsighted. If she were the second murderer in Ratchet's room last night, that might explain why she didn't notice he was already dead.
You know, at times you remind me so of my good friend Hastings. Merci, mademoiselle. Unfortunately, the report, it is not yet complete. We are now armed with much more additional knowledge than before. Continue the investigation, and do not be afraid to go over the ground you have already covered.
Dame la carta.
The letter. Now I'd better put Monsieur Poirot's clothes back exactly as I found them. I wouldn't dare.
Ah, pensaba que eran matas diferentes. Vale. Me falta gente. Pero no lo encuentro a los demás. Vale, era la carta. ¿Cuál es la carta que me ha dado? Este. Hostias. Estimado Poirot, espero que cuando te llegue esta nota tu salud sea buena y confío en que tus investigaciones en Turquía avancen satisfactoriamente. Por mi parte, lamento comunicarte que las negociaciones con la delegación argentina no están progresando como esperábamos. El jefe de la delegación, un tal señor Costabón, muestra una incomprensible renuencia. Hay algo misterioso detrás de esto. Amigo mío, si queremos que nuestras relaciones comerciales con Sudamérica no resulten dañadas, es necesario descubrir la verdad. Es por eso que te ruego, querido amigo, que regreses a Inglaterra, lo leí como si fuese el amante, tan pronto como finalices tu misión en Turquía, para hacerte cargo de este asunto. Aún hay muchas cuestiones que dependen de nuestra pronta y satisfactoria conclusión de estas delicadas negociaciones. En tu última carta te interesabas amablemente por mi hijo, Barnabas, a quien pudiste reconocer en Navidad. ¿Te acuerdas de aquel joven tan interesado por la criminología y por los fenómenos eléctricos? Poirot se ha convertido en un aficionado. Ya veo la mirada de sorpresa que me diriges incluso a través de las numerosas millas que nos separan. No me refiero a que se haya aficionado al furbo o a las carreras de caballos. Es radioaficionado. Tiene incluso su propio código. Vale, voy a apuntar el código. A ver, necesito una hoja. Aquí. 2N 2TH. Menos mal que en estos juegos siempre tengo un folio y un papel por si tengo que apuntar algo. Según me cuenta, si alguien quiere transmitirme algo directamente, necesita esas letras. El equipo este costó bastante caro, pero al parecer se trata de material de última generación. Como él dice, potente de verdad. Me contó que hace unas noches intercambió mensajes con alguien de Finlandia. Al menos él cree que se trataba de Finlandia. Su nivel de código Morse aún no está demasiado pulido, pero aún así fue muy emocionante. Esto de cuando su regreso en Inglaterra necesita a su hijo adoptivo para que resuelva este desconcertante misterio del legado comercial argentino. Tuyo le ves. Pues voy a intentar arreglar la radio porque es que yo no encuentro a nadie más. ¿Y dónde estaba la radio? Estaba en este, ¿no? Si luego me falta arriba más, pues me vuelvo a buscar. En el no me acuerdo dónde estaba la radio. ¿En Mateo? ¿O en este? En el que estaba vacío, ¿verdad? Ajá. Pues algo que yo tengo aquí, tengo que usar para la radio. ¿El qué? No sé. El reloj. No tiene sentido. A ver. Un vaso. No. Para arreglar la radio. Esto.
I'm on the right track, but I think I need to do something else first.
Voy a apuntar. Utilizo brazalete. A que no se me olvide. Brazalete con algo tengo que usarlo. A lo mejor tengo que combinarlo o algo así. Ahí. A ver si con esto. Mira. Y le echamos humo. Y le ponemos alambre. No. Y le ponemos el brazalete. ¿Y ahora qué? Lo alicatamos. No. Ponemos esto. ¿No? De manera que esto... Barra. Aquí, este cable, no, nada. No me dice cómo tengo que hacerlo.
There's no power.
Con el cuchillo. Con esto. Uniforme asistente. Con martillo. Hielo. Alicate. No, yo quiero probar. Ay, güey. Reloj. Sombrero. Yo estoy llegando aquí y yo creo que esto son pruebas, ¿eh? Son pruebas y esto que es no fórmula. Botón. Paquete de limpiapipas. A lo mejor esto sí. No. Máquina de escribir. No. Cerilla. No. Los guantes. Está clarísimo que los guantes. No.